Good morning. This is a really, really special day for SDEA and the Human and Civil Rights Committee. We made our decision 2 weeks ago on who would receive our greatest award this year, and since the big events were going on today, we're proud to announce that Project Warm Up with Tracy Veek and her family is going to receive the award this year. Part of the reason we give this award is for people that work to help people in the community and spread that out to others. This is such a special project to SDEA, and we're proud to honor it because not only has Tracy and her family developed community spirit within themselves in the community, but as you see around here, the kids and the educators and people coming from Brookings and all over the state have taken this on as a challenge each year. I would like to give Tracy a moment to introduce her family, who works very, very hard for a long time to make this happen.
I'd like to introduce my daughter, Haley Veek, Allie Young, my husband, Todd Veek, and our oldest daughter, Caitlin Veek. This whole project started in 2006 when Caitlin was a junior at Lincoln High School and wanted to come up with a community service project for her Key Club. And that first year, Caitlin and 19 of her friends, Todd and I, got together on a Saturday and made 100 blankets. And from that, it has just kind of evolved throughout the years where it wasn't just Lincoln Key Club anymore. You can see, we know already there are at least 15 different schools that are represented here today, but even many more than that have been making blankets over the past few weeks. The blankets started out with just going to our students that were homeless in the Sioux Falls School District, but since then they are going to any kids that endure a tragedy throughout the year. Maybe they've lost their home to a fire or a flood or a tornado. Maybe they have some kind of illness or have a loss of a family member. And certainly those kids that are living in our shelters or maybe homeless, or also those that are brand new to the United States and South Dakota and our cold South Dakota winters.
I can't believe today, 10,000 blankets. I remember when the first blanket was tied, but I'm getting older. But what we do is come together, all generations, to help those that are cold. And the Project Warm Up really has been that, almost a decade now. Happy birthday.
We are from Brookings, South Dakota. I'm still saying Colorado, I'm sorry. And the reason why I came down here is I want to show my young sons that, this is a time where they get a lot of stuff, and this is a time for us to give back. And that was what was handed down from my family. And I'm originally from the West Coast, and this was a great project, and it's something that all the family can do. The youngest one is 6 and the oldest one is 10.
One of the most feel-good projects ever. I love being involved. I love what it does for our community, and it's just so much fun to be involved. As soon as I saw it advertised, probably the second one, I was there, and I've come back every year, and I've brought more people every year. And my community group, the Parrot Heads of the Prairie, has gotten involved, and we have a big group that comes back every year also.
It's a lesson that you never can learn enough. I lived overseas. I know what it's like to be able to be privileged. When you live overseas and you come back to the United States, you have a profound appreciation for what you have, and I can't give them that unless it's one of those things where you almost have to show them, and it just eventually over time they'll get it. But I want them to appreciate what our country is allowed to do for those of us that have been here for generations and generations and generations, because we forget.
I'm sure through the course of the day, as everybody comes and goes, we'll probably have maybe 20 people from our club come in and help out, some of our board members, and then some just general members. I also have one of my students from Whittier Middle School here. He's been helping me during the week. I had some kids make some blankets, and he wanted to come and help today, so that's really cool to have him here. You know, the whole idea of helping the community just in general is so important. And I try to, share that with my students also, and they were very excited. But I also like the fact that these things go to students. And, being a teacher in the Sioux Falls School District, I realize the need that children have and that there is such a strong need for things for kids. And I just look at how much this benefits kids and how much it could be important to certain individual students to have a blanket of their own, to have something to keep them warm.